Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. Welcome back to Gundam Breaker 4. And here is another custom I have been working on. This time, well, I think it's pretty obvious who it is. It is Darth Vader. But let's take a look at how I accomplished that. And then we will get to a stage or two. Here I am using the Danan Zahn head again because, I mean, just look at this guy. It's perfect for Darth Vader. I mean, just no two ways about it. The eyes are maybe a little bit too circular. Vader, of course, his helmet is based off of a human skull, so... But just almost all the details I needed were there, so, you know, that was just kind of necessary. The torso is the Karadim Gundams, because it had those two shield bits in the front that looked like the top plate of Vader's armor. For the arms, time to zoom back out. It's not the zoom in and out button, neither is that. Like I said, you know, 3 dimensions are difficult. For the arms, I wanted to get the shoulder armor right. Of course, the shoulder armor kind of goes with the chest plate part. It is black and silver, so there's more silver here than I wanted, but just this was the best balance I could come up with. But, yeah, I wound up going with Gundam Barbatos 4th Form arms because they're about the only things I could find that had the right shape of pauldron to make this work. I also had to lower them a little bit because, of course, like most Gunpla, the shoulder armor sets up above it a little bit. And, matter of fact, it's peeking through the cape a little bit. Oops. But, yeah, so just to get this kind of silhouette I wanted, I had to manipulate things a little bit. Also, unfortunately, the color separation was not enough to, as you can see, I'm working with like different textures and shades of black to get the effect of Vader's outfit, and I was not able to, the Barbatos 4th Form's like arms are, there's like no clear separation between the upper and lower arms, so I could not make the gloves the slightly darker, shinier leather texture I was going for there. For the legs, I went with the standard gym because I went through a couple of different variations on this, and the garden variety gym had you know, the right level of detail for the most part, and also just had the separation that I needed to make this work. I was able to use patterns to replicate the quilted armor on the upper legs, and of course for the boots we've got glossy the boots and the I guess, you know, the front plate of the lower torso armor we have got glossy black. For the backpack, it is invisible, but there is a High New Gundam backpack attached to this just because, you know, funnels seemed appropriate. Once again, no long-range weapons built in for, you know, actual hand weapons. It has one melee weapon, that being the Turn A Gundam's Beam Saber, because depending on the angle, it kind of looks pinkish here, but it is mostly red. It's definitely the reddest of the Beam Sabers that I looked at. There are a couple of things with more reddish blades that are in the, you know, like the heat sword category. But yeah, in terms of lightsabers, this is the best. Besides that, it again, for more ranged weapons, it's got an invisible Gundam aerial shield. So yeah, now here we get into the parts that took some fussing. The anti-beam coating cloak, it turns out you can turn its shoulder armor, which was very much not appropriate for this build, on and off. So if you want just the cloak part, you can do that, which is nice. I wound up using one of these cockpit pieces again for the chest, because I just needed a nice like rectangular part that looked kind of like an instrument panel, and that's where I got it. For the silver belt buckle, I used the Sotheby's Mega Particle Cannon. I used a couple of the knee thrusters shrunk down and turned to the sides for the rest of the belt, which has some, like, you know, silver greeblies on it to alongside the, you know, silver buckle. For the side skirt pieces, I used the Minovsky flight armor left and right off the Kabakali, and I gave them, along with a little bit of the torso and the cape, some cloth textures just to make the cloth. Try and draw some distinction between the cloth, leather, and plastic parts. And lastly, because I once again had the problem of this torso and this head are not really designed to go together, I have a vernier serving as the neck, because otherwise his head would just be floating there or sunk into the torso, and neither one looked quite right. So that was a last second addition, because I just kept looking at it and going, that looks wrong, and also the head needs to be larger, which makes it floatier, and yeah, so that is Darth Vader. He has gun bits and fin funnels for his EX moves. Also a mega particle cannon from his belt buckle. Still going with assault stimulant and burst breaker. And for option parts, yeah, this build doesn't have a lot of option parts. High News backpack does have a beam saber built in, so he has an extra beam saber. And the anti-beam encoding cloak is a passive, which defends you when hit with a beam, which, given that Vader can deflect blaster fire, makes sense to me. So, yeah. So the cape is serving double duty. And same ability cartridges. I farmed a few along with some more upgrade parts. I was still only able to mostly get this build to level 30, so we may not go to extreme difficulty today. Hard to say. But yeah, I wish, you can change between walking and what have you, but I was kind of hoping you could change the posture of a walk, but no. Also, it does not have like those, delicate kind of analog controls that let you just, switch between walking and running. You have to hold down circle in the lobby to walk. Though I think it is a pretty good Vader walk, so could be a little bit more forceful, but it's pretty good. I swear this is a new update in the back here. Online event starting on October 10th and going till now, basically. Oh yeah, that's the one like up the build contest. Yeah, custom theme protagonist style. Well, protagonist style, but typos happen. All right, so let's pick a quest this time. Yeah, I tried another one of my builds that you'll see later out on a couple of these stages, so they did fairly well, but they are also the reason why I am out of upgrade parts, more or less. Let's see, we are going to go for stage 21 because it looks pretty hothy. Yeah, I think we'll just go to hardcore because the level limit for, or the recommended level for this at hardcore is 44 versus 47. How much of a difference will that make? Well, we'll find out. But, yeah, we'll try stage 21 first. And I've got a ton of breaker boosters. Let's use one. Especially since they do, I'm pretty sure they make you drop more upgrade parts in addition to actual Gunpla pieces, and I need that, so... But yeah, I think this came out looking pretty good. It actually, I think, it looks better here in the launch bay than it does in the customization screen. So that's good. All right, let's see what I can do with this. Yep, yeah, like I said, looks good and Hoth-like. So seemed appropriate. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, I was about to say, I'm getting juggled, so I can't actually use my saber against these yet, but here we go. Let's throw out some fin funnels. And then it looks like the gun bits are, it was gun bits, but oh well, I don't know anything. They seem to be 2 levels, so I'll probably hold that for the boss, but yeah. Now, the fact that the thrusters from the backpack appear, I think, just the thrusters. Hey, the backpack's visible. No fair. I'm going to have to go back and change that. So, oh, the backpack's visible because the fin funnels are out. Never mind. Okay, yeah. The boost is invisible when the backpack is, but using the fin funnels, does make it visible. That probably means that using the gun bits or gun bits. I'll assume gun bits. But I'm going to assume that using those will make the aerial shield visible as well. So, you know, there's still... There's always going to be more customization I would love to see in this game. And yeah, that's definitely one of them, is make, you know, able to make any part, you know, permanently invisible if you want. If I want to be a disembodied head floating through the world just, you know, cutting people up with an invisible sword, let me do that. But yeah, that's, you know, that's, well, it's a thing. Yeah, let's try the gun bits and see. Yeah, there's the shield. Oh, well, since, okay, it's a blast type thing, so, and just the fact that he stands there directing it with his hands, that I feel like that, yeah, that's a pretty good match for what I'm going for here. Also, you know, years of Dynasty Warriors have trained me to default to pressing square. Square is the left-hand button, and since most of the characters I'm doing builds of, characters or robots, tend to be right-handed, that means I'm just sometimes just running along punching things in the face when it would be much more effective to actually use weapons on them, as you might expect. But, yeah, like I said, it looks pretty good. Also, I wish there was a way to two-hand, one-handed weapons. Just both to solve that, and also because, you know, most lightsaber combat is based to some degree or other on kendo, so that is most, you know, most of what you're doing is going to be two-handed. I mean, Vader does use his saber one-handed often enough, especially in Empire Strikes Back when he is, you know, going really easy on Luke at the beginning. But, yeah, I don't know. Just, again, I will always welcome more customization options, because, you know, just the more freedom we have to mess with the Gunpla, the happier I will be. So, let's just hit that. Yep, there we go. Unfortunately, it does freeze me in place while that's going off, so I can't be stabbing them while I'm shooting them. But, okay. Let's try, I think that's Avalanche Exia. I think. Seems like a good fit for this locale, if nothing else. Yep, there's the beam cloak going off. Perfect. And not too bad. I think I'll do that twice. Yeah, so, yeah, I feel like the gun bits are good, good match for Darth Vader here. You know, I'm surprised there have not been, like, remote force-powered blasters or similar weapons in Star Wars yet. Or if there have, it has been in something I missed. Let's fire the belt buckle. There we go. I just hadn't done that yet and wanted to see how it looked. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I took everything to about level 30, like I said, and this build is a little slow for this stage. This may be another long one. I'm going to just have to start farming for stuff off camera so I can, live. But also, yeah, just so I can get something, you know, decently powerful put together for these. Because I'd like to be, you know, having higher chances of higher level parts while I show this stuff off. And also just, yeah, you know, may as well try and get more parts to put these together and more ways to, yeah, so that's another problem, is since you are vulnerable when you are putting together this, or when you are charging up the gun bits, that is a danger. Healing, there we go. Okay. Okay, not bad. Oh, yeah, I could be using Awakening. I don't know, I have a feeling that Darth Vader wouldn't really like to use this because, you know, he basically looks like he's on fire. That's got to be traumatizing for him. But, oh well. First, I believe he does technically live in a lava castle. I think that actually made it into a published thing instead of just the concept art or something. But, let's see. A lot of button mashing, as always, and let's do this. This, just to get it used before it expires. I'm pretty sure there's one more wave after this, so I'm going to try and lock on to... oh yeah, it's got a GM field, so it's got defenses too. I'm going to try and lock on to the next boss at a longer range, so I have the option of hopefully hitting it with gun bits before it's just, you know, cutting me to pieces up front. I believe that's the 00 Riser. And... perfect. Yeah, remote, bot-controlled remote weapons that do not track the enemy. That could use patch. Like, yeah, they'll fire towards where you were looking at when you started, not where your target actually is at the moment. That's a little bit of an oversight. That needs better tracking. Ow. Oh well, back to Awakening, because I need the power. Ah, you don't know the power of the dark side, and sadly, neither does this Gunpla yet, so I'm gonna have to... I will probably level this up between videos if I do a second one with it. Nice if my pals could be up here, though, but yeah, they're back here fighting this one, so let's 1 and 2 and 3 and heal. And let's go after this one. You know, may as well be where my friends are, because that will probably keep me alive a little more. If for no other reason than it gives the enemies, you know, a greater variety of things to hit Okay, myth busted, so I guess I'll be pulling back again. Ah, good, I believe, I'm not sure if it's because of my build or because of the fact that I'm critically low on health, but it seems like Awakening does charge when you're low on health. I do have Awakening over time on almost anything I can put it on, but... okay, I do not see this, I do not see them reaching me to get me up, but I'll be happy if they do. Oh, that was an Ago. Yeah, Tao was right next to me, but I think he's getting beaten on, so that's not going to help. Oh well, 15 seconds to see if he can pull it off. I'm leaning towards no. There he is. Oh well, at least when the 15 seconds are up, I will get back up. Unfortunately, my Awakening gauge will be discharged, but oh well. And yeah, okay, repair, revive, yeah, 1 of 3, so... okay, let's bring out the fin funnels. I hate that it gives him itty-bitty wings, but, you know, you just need damage, so... Ow, stop knocking me around, ow. Yeah, this may be my first failed mission for most of things, honestly. Get out there. Yep. Yeah, the silly little wings are not what I was going for, but let's use this up before they can kill me again, in all honesty. Well, it seems like the fin funnels are doing their job, at least. Okay, ground break it, please. Please. Yeah. Just like that. Okay, well, I got 1 bar off of it. At this point, I've pretty much got to save all my meter for heals, because if I'm, you know, if I'm getting caught in a combo without healing, I am going to die. So... here's mine. He said, wasting his meter. Oh well, I'm close to a level of it. Let's see if that's enough. I hope so. I might get in under the estimate if I can take these guys out a little faster. Oh boy, I took a big hit, which, yeah, at least does do... okay, I think I got one? Yeah. Yeah, taking a big hit does at least charge both your Awakening and your EX gauge, and I am dead again. Well, there's one less big thing to be fighting than my... no, that person survived, and they're over there just being a nuisance. Okay, whoever that was, I think Lynn, could you come back? Hey, Tao, buddy. Tao? Yeah, like I said, this is looking like it's going to be the first mission I fail. Oh no, thank you, Tao. Awesome. Okay. Good. Yeah, definitely, again, just have to be smart and save all of my meter for healing. Because these things can basically tear me apart whenever they... yeah, I'm not going to make the time limit, but hopefully I actually make the... words. Hopefully I do actually clear this section, because I'm not trying to make a single stage of this game with the Great American Novel. It's just kind of happening. Okay, that's a new one. I hadn't seen that before, but it's a good move. Okay, yeah. I'm still not 100% Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm still not 100% familiar with how this combo system works. If anybody out there has made like instructional videos for that, like just to give, some nice dense specifics as to how all this actually happens, that'd be great. I don't think they're super complex, but just sometimes when you're just when you're just in the middle of mashing, it can be really hard to dial up the number of the move you're actually looking for. Heal, awaken, and attack. Let's bring out the fin funnels again. That still leaves me another heal. And yeah, if I can keep on the offensive, I can stay healed, because another like quality I like to have on as many parts as possible is recover hit points on attack hit. Like, recover hit points on attack hit and recover hit points over time are like my two main things. So yeah, so I recommend them to everyone. Oh, ground break time. Ground break. Okay, okay, I think that's all three of them. That just leaves the Augos to take out, and that shouldn't be too much work. And as long as we're not running around for them all day, it looks like we'll get in just under the estimate. But yeah, I used one revive, and Tao got my back for one, so that's something, but yeah. Are you? Okay, that's it. We got it. Good. I was too far away from anyone to heal them. That's fine. Alright, next area. That only took like half a year. And like I said, I'm just going to have to grind upgrade parts. There's no two ways about it. And we are now on the outside. I guess we're doing the reverse Hoth, going from inside the base to out. And there is a Barbatos. Let's do one burst on that and start plating. Okay. Ow. No. None of that. Shame on you. Come on. Good. I knocked it around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way it works is I have to deplete that super armor bar to actually be able to make them flinch. You're still doing damage. I don't think as much, but yeah, if you want to flinch, they have to have that defense gauge down. So. Okay, well, I'll take hits on multiple things all at once. I'm not unhappy about that. Happier if you broke into itty bitty pieces, but let's work on that. Yeah, definitely offense booster handy here. Oh, well. No, plant your dumbass tree somewhere else, buddy. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm like all Team 4-star references by volume today, but that's just where the brain lives, I guess. Got some sad news today, which is there is a game coming out in early December. I believe it's called Fantasia, and that is going to be Final Fantasy composer Nobuo Uematsu's final work as a game composer. That's a shame, but I hope he has a great retirement. He's he's made some of my favorite video game music over the years, and Final Fantasy VI's soundtrack is still an absolute masterpiece. So yeah, I can't, I certainly will not begrudge the man his retirement, but at the same time, just like, it's just kind of weird, that Indiana Jones Crystal Skull line, probably the only good line in the entire movie. We've reached that the point where life stops giving us things and starts taking them away. It's kind of where I'm at these days, just because so many people, whose work I admired over the years that have, left us over the last couple of years. Akira Toriyama, Uematsu's retiring. They're certainly far from the only people along these lines. It's, it's really a shame, but that is also, of course, life. But to be honest, I've always kind of had a hard time dealing with that kind of thing. When I was like 10 years old in 1990, Jim Henson's death basically broke me for a long time. I always liked the Muppets. He seemed like a really nice person who did really, really good work, and yeah, I just, like, I don't, I, you know, I've gotten more understanding over the years about things like this because things happen, but I don't think I have ever felt more crushed in my life than the first time I heard Steve Whitmire play Kermit the Frog on the end of the, like, celebration of Jim Henson special they did after he died. You know, he was not bad as Kermit. He just, you know, he wasn't Jim Henson. It was never going to be the same, and it just, you know, it just kind of was just that, made everything that much worse in its way. Just, you know, again, you know, certainly not his fault, but man, just, it was heavy. I don't, you know, I'm just big on the old person blather tonight. I don't know why, but apologies there. But yeah, just, yeah, the things that happen when we're like 10 or 11, just, you know, they stick, for good or bad. Let's do a quick Saws beam on that, and almost got it down to the last meter. Launch it with the option part. Break some more chunks off. Okay, still got plenty of awaken time. Awaken time seems like it, you know, I think I must have some awaken gauge bonus with hit number parts on this thing, because it really, you know, the more I stay on offense, the more it seems to add up. So, and hey, I've finally gotten the knack of mashing triangle like I should be doing, so that's something. Okay, that's done. Pretty sure we get these last couple, and it will be time for whatever the next major enemy for the stage is. I'm not expecting, like, really good ratings on this stage. Oh well. Wish you could knock things off the side. Okay, I'm not going to have time to save Awakening, so we'll just use it. Because, yeah, that was going to end before I could finish that that Barbatos off, or apparently this one, so... Ooh, I like the dashing stab. I hadn't seen that before. And now I can't get it to do it, of course, but oh well. And Barbatos Lupus. Sometimes it is Lupus. Okay, let's just back off and give it the bits. Okay, that took like 4 levels of EX. I'm not going to do it again because I'm probably going to need repairs in a minute, so yeah. Yeah, like now. There we go. And not that. Oh, hell. Awakening again, so... Oh, well, let's finish this wrench Barbatos. I've got to try that wrench out. I haven't tried it yet, so... But I was not a very noisy child, since I'm still apparently talking about, you know... since I'm apparently still in 5Bs for a quarter mode, yeah, I wasn't a very noisy child. I would tend to be quiet and kept to myself. Sometimes I would, you know, yell like any kid does, but, like, we had, like, an antique railroad wrench around the house. And it was like, you know, it was made to change bolts on trains. It was about, like, I want to say a foot and a half long. The handle was 6 inches wide, made of just, pretty sure, just pure iron. And, like, one of the few, like, very noisy things I like to do, and my parents hated this, and I don't blame them in hindsight, was I just like to hear the tremendous clank that would make if I, you know, took it outside and threw it against the sidewalk. Because, yeah, it was just this huge hunk of metal. But I don't know why I like doing that. I was a weird child, I admit it. But, yeah, that was just, you know... Again, just probably just the biggest chunk of metal around, so... You know, apparently my goal in life was to throw it at things. I don't even know why. I kind of, missed it. I don't think we have it anymore. If we do, I don't know where it is. Sometimes I kind of miss it because I feel like it would be, if I ever wanted to cosplay Sid from Final Fantasy IV, which I do more or less have the build and the beard for, I would, you know, carrying that around would be, you know, would be perfect. But, let's see. Like, you know, I have for many years used the Ox King's photo on a lot of my social media profiles and what have you. Anymore, I just use my logo because, you know, it's something I own, so that just makes more sense to me at this point. But also just, yeah, someday I've got to buy that hat because I've, you know, I've got the glasses, I've got the beard. If anything, I probably need to trim the beard and the hair to make that work. But yeah, I need the Ox King's head. All right, and almost got this Barbatos Lupus, and now okay, that's the wave. So now to wave 3. I really hope we're not fighting like a perfect grade or something, but we'll see. I don't remember what happens at the end of this stage, so we'll find out. And we are fighting load times, but that's nothing compared to some. Oh, this looks like a big wide open area. I don't know about this. But it does have hills and the okay, yeah, and it's a team. That's preferable, I think. Because yeah, perfect grade fights tend to be more wide open spaces. Let's send the fin funnels out and see if I can isolate one of these things to fight before they all kill me. Ah, well, I'll isolate the one fighting with my allies, although that probably won't work because that means the other ones will follow me around. 12.5 minutes to kill these. I think I've got decentish chances. But yeah, as you can see, the regain HP on hit skill, especially at higher levels, is a lifesaver, because if you can just keep on the mash, which I can generally do, you can... Ah, ground break, good. Let's get a couple of gauges off of it before it gets its legs back. That was very useful. But yeah, if you can just keep button mashing, you will generally heal yourself. But also, you know, for emergencies, if I take any more damage like that, I have options. Oops, I lost my shield for a second. I think I am going to do a non-charged EX on those, and it seems like that worked out pretty well because I am almost charged here. So for awakening, which I am now, I'm awake, and yeah, video game let us live out fantasies that we can't possibly live through in real life, like feeling like you're fully awake. But oh boy, okay, let's just go for this because it does. Okay, I'm pretty sure my saber attack there was totally invisible at first. Okay, Kimaris is almost dead. Oh, I don't know who did that, but I will get to you in a minute. Wait your turn. Hey, come on. Come on. There we go. I am not here to kill Aggos. If I could get parts from Aggos, I would be here to kill Aggos. I cannot, so I'm not. Alright, and ow. Yeah, don't want to face two of those at once, so... Couple of heals out. I believe they also hit my allies. That's preferable. May as well keep everybody healthy while I'm trying to keep myself healthy. Good news is, if we, if this current pace continues, I will, I think, get there in plenty of time for the 12.5 minute time limit for this segment, so that's good. Awaken, fin funnels out, and start stabbing. Ow. Healing, comboing. I may as well take advantage of the fact that they are both right here, and yeah, just get that combo in before they can kill me, because they're working on it. I'm working on not letting them do it, but, you know, who knows who's going to win that argument. I've been knocked down plenty of times in this round already, so yeah, just... look for the best, expect the worst. See? Yeah, just making sure... Oh, and I'm already back to awakening, because, yeah, I take damage, I wake up. I mean, that is generally true. You know, you get a good leg cramp or you stub your toe in your sleep or bonk your hand on something, you'll be awake. That's easier than you think when you have a metal bed frame, believe me. But, okay. Boy, I hope the noise filter cuts out all this mashing, or at least most of it. Let's see if I can finish this thing off. Not quite. Also can't lock onto it, apparently. That's fun. Let's get the fin funnels out. I'm moderately healthy-ish. Okay, doing almost no damage to the to this. Yeah, I don't like that I'm kind of cornered here. I also don't like that I keep switching targets when this person's almost dead and I'd like them to finish that job. Now, don't do things halfway. Do your best, and, you know, if you need to be dead, try to be dead. Actually, no, that's bad advice. You know, there's very few times and people who need to be dead. So yeah, try not to do that. It's bad for your health. Healing again, and as soon as I'm locked on, let's do the crunch. 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 Oh, it guarded. That's adorable. Alright, well, here, have fin funnels for chip damage and swords for sorting. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, tap, 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 hold seems to be a decent saber combo. Stop it. Let's try the gun bits. We've almost got this. Well, did damage-ish, but yeah, like I said, I've got to... Oh, yep. Here come my bad decisions back to bite me. Predictable. That should do it. There we go. 5 minutes 11 instead of, 12 and a half. So, yeah, first one took way too long. The second two worked pretty well. And got a bunch of parts, and I'm still red. Alright, now the red crackles. That actually works pretty well for Vader, I think. If you did some kind of Star Wars anime, the red crackles, I think, would turn up. S rank. Okay. Surprised, but that means I replaced my breaker booster. Not upset about that. And this will take me to rank 38. I'm probably going to miss some ranks in the videos in the future since I do have to grind for parts, but, just to let you know. Okay, so did get a bunch of parts. Level 44 Exia long blade, also 22. Kind of just looking to see what has particularly high levels, which Exia Longblade seems to be the winner for that. GN Sword 2 Rifle Mode is the high scorer here. A Grazed Machine Gun level 40 as well, that's not bad. Let's see, Gundam Nodle, Dynamis, bunch of 00 and Curious parts. Barbatos 4, yep, almost all, of course, Double O and Iron Blooded Orphans. That makes sense. Torsos. Those are almost all, yeah, there's a few 00 parts. Sadly, no new Keratin parts to mix into this Vader build. Some new Barbatos 4th arms, though, but master grade, so, yeah, not really. Again, the way I do things, that will not work for what I'm looking to do. Avalanche Exia Dash. Good high-level parts. Yeah, not bad. Let's see. Okay, there's... Yep, again, master grade. So if I ever want to redo this build at master grade, I can at least get the parts to do that, of course. Okay, yeah, some decent high-level stuff. A 45, a 41, a 43. Backpacks, a bunch of them. Is it, which Barbatos is it that has the wrench? I'm assuming it's like 6th form or one of those, but... Okay. Well, it ain't Lupus Rex, obviously. That's the backpack, such as it is. Only 4 shields. They're nothing special, I don't think. Okay, good amount of enhancement plastics. Probably enough to shore this up a little bit if I decide to do so before the next video. And, okay. I'm going to keep Extended Activation Awaken. That's good. Yeah, this is all negatives, so no. Attack power at low health is not worth shorter, 20% shorter Awaken. Reaction speed is not worth cancel combo damage. This is all positives, including explosion area for left long range weapon. Yeah, gonna try a build at some point to max out the atomic bazooka. This has no positives. Invulnerability step time, that's not terrible, I don't think. I don't know if the rest of it is worth it, but there we go. Item drop rate and quality and EX gauge increase when enemies defeated with EX skill, not bad. Long range recovery slower for attack power at low health. That could actually be useful for some of the builds I'm doing right now because I don't have a long range weapon technically. This is all negatives. EX gauge when enemy is defeated with EX. Homing long range weapon. Okay, I kind of want to put that on because hit point capacity negative 176%. Wouldn't I just be dead? Wouldn't I be almost double dead? I'm going to save that because I want to see what it does. We're going to try equipping that before we stop because I want to see what it does. Here's 149 down, plus long-range weapon homing and cancel combo up. Another one that's entirely negatives. Another one that's not enough positives. More negatives. Let's see. That is okay, because I don't use a lot of Hypertrans EX, so Awaken Gauge increase could be worth it. Attack power at low health. Cooldown reduction when enemy is defeated. Minus 4%. So does that mean if you had like standard cooldown reduction, would that mean it actually was a negative? I'm curious. Let's see. Awaken Gauge increase when parts lost, but the other two are not worth it. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. I'll keep the evade, and that is like 14 parts that we are just killing. And yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, we're gonna go equip that hit point negative part real quick so we can see what that actually does. I have to know. All right, so and I've got mail. Messenger gained a new title, selling Gundam. Okay, yeah, so I guess I sold enough model kit parts. But yeah, this like I said, this actually looks more like Darth Vader out here than it did in the My Room bay. So I'm really happy with how this came out. All right, let's go to My Room. Let's go to assembly and see what happens when I put that module on. Okay, ability cartridge. Where is it? Going right past it. There's probably a sort for this that I am. Okay. There is, but I don't think it's going to be like specific enough to help me find this much quicker. So. There it is. Okay, so Awaken Gauge over time, hit point capacity, negative 176%. So that does what to my overall hit points? Okay, they are still 13,682. Though you'll notice that just the head should give me 18,000 points. So, yeah, 13,682. If I take that off and put something more positive in its place, let's do Awaken Gauge over time. I know I had something else on there. This will be fine. All right, and that takes my overall hit points to 136,000. So, yeah, I guess because of the hit point plus on each of my individual parts, because I tend to, that's a stat I tend to favor. See, HP capacity plus. I guess I have enough of that I actually get slightly over 76% bonus. I bet I'd have one hit point if that were not the case. So, yeah, changes applied. But yeah, that is my Darth Vader build, and that is gonna do it for today's Gundam Breaker 4. We will be back next time with either one of my other customs or more of this. I might just jump to the next one. But until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!